What has your experience been of claiming R&D with me for 6 years?
I like you, man. I think you're a good guy. I don't think you're bull. I think you're honest. You have a heart for people just like I do. You think long term just like I do. So if you're personally someone yourself that thinks long term, cares about people, cares about the heart of where an ethical business should go, Maitreya has been in sync with me that whole process. So I would say I would connect with you in these ways, and I think very highly of you.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot.
I would come up in my car or sometimes my van and just drive up, and we would have coffees in a gym next door.
Affinity Cafe.
Yeah, it was like a cafe with a squash gym type style, and we had many beautiful conversations in that building, and I was learning about accounting because I personally have been burnt by accountants in the past because those guys were just, a nice way to say it, they were very difficult. Very difficult. So Maitreya was like, he restored my faith in accountants because it wasn't always just about money. And most accountants go in because they're financially analysts and they're just about money. It's very hard to find people who have a care about financial management and a care about life and humanity and direction. And combining those two things together is a very unique position. And yeah, you were probably one of the only ones I ever found that were like that. So I was like, that's my guy, Maitreya's my guy, that's where I gotta go. And so now, yeah, that's where we started.
So if there are any companies out there watching this and they may be in the R&D space, they're not sure, but they're spending some money on some projects each year, and they're thinking, well, do I claim R&D or do I not bother? Is it worthwhile doing it? What's the administrative burden on me? All these kind of questions, right, that businesses might have. What would you say about to them?
My true reflection over the last 6 years of doing this is that if your attitude is to truly create value for the people that you're trying to serve and help, and you want to try something a little bit innovative in the approach, and it will cost money for you to do that process, then I would encourage you to do this sequence. If you are looking to do so, I would encourage the conversation to be started with someone like Maitreya before the application at the end of the financial year. Do it so that you recognize the documentation that will be put forward. And when I say that, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's just being able to record, have a good long-term memory of what you're recording, and then sharing those documents. So it does seem a little scary, but it does improve your attitude towards the long-term longevity, the long-term longevity of where that will take the business. So I think it's really worthwhile doing it, but I would encourage just some basic steps of how to do it. Conversation with Maitreya, which costs nothing to do. You just give him a buzz or set up a meeting. He set us up, and then once we were set up, we set up for 12 months, and we connect after 12 months when the financial year had finished. We had our P&L pretty much finished with our accountant. Maitreya just took those documents and the lodged paperwork together, and voila, that's another year done.
Yeah, brilliant, awesome. No, that's great, good to hear, thank you.